Good morning. How is everyone this morning? So today is Wednesday. It's the 12th of February. So we're trucking right along here in the winter time. It's supposed to snow, I think, a little bit today. So that'll be awesome. Gym is going well. Third day in a row that I got up to go to the gym. I will say that this morning was a little tricky. I woke up actually at 4:45 before my alarm went off. And I did lay there for 10 minutes going, I wonder if I could get away with not going to the gym. Then I felt really silly because this is kind of dumb. This is what I want. It's not like anybody's making me do this. Silly things we do. So today's affirmation is, it is safe to let go. Only that which I no longer need leaves my body. Anger is often rooted in fear. And fear does some pretty horrible things to the physical manifestation. It causes physical ailments. It can exacerbate issues. When they talk about body, mind, spirit, those things are all connected. I remember the first time I heard kind of that phrase in the 90s, I went, well, of course. I kind of wondered, why didn't anybody else think of that till now? Why is it now a call sign, the popular culture? So today's affirmation is very much allowing yourself the safety of allowing things to be released that no longer serve you and that are trapping those feelings in your body and creating disharmony. I took a course years ago with a gentleman who wrote this book, Energy Balancing for Natural Health. The guy who wrote this book taught a workshop, James Minkler. And he's a little bit of a kooky guy. I mean, he's really nice, but he's a little odd. And something that he went on about was the word disease, dis-ease, disharmony in the body. And I thought, oh, that's a really good way of looking at it. If it's not the only way that I look at it. I mean, I work for a physician, so I know that science is real and there's a reason we have science. But as I've said for a long time, science is over here, spirituality is over here, and there are people that are starting to bring these two things closer together so that you have a more balanced approach to the body, mind, spirit, so that you can bridge that gap of chronic illness, chronic disease, things that happen to people that they just don't understand why. And something that I coach people on is working with your consciousness, your individual journey, the things that you have experienced in life, and letting the things that have traumatized you work through those things to allow yourself to be in a safe enough space to let some of that stuff go so that your physical body can heal. When I do energy work with people, for years and years and years, I worked very closely with getting the vibrations of the body to harmonize, to be able to let some things go, let the physical body let go of things. And I've used stones and crystals in that work for a really long time. And in 2019, I discovered using tuning forks, specifically a range of tuning forks that you put on the body, not just in the field, to resonate out, to release some of these things that you're holding that stuff in your body. And I use them on myself, I use them on clients, and there is a more, in some cases, kind of phenomenally drastic response that people have. They're able to kind of release in one fell swoop things that were just like a dam, holding back the water of experience. And some people, that dam is really thick and really heavy, and you have to work on it gradually over a period of time. But one of the affirmations that we could all use, myself included, is it is safe to let go. Because safety is a big deal. If you don't feel safe, it's hard to let anything go. So feeling safe to let things go, and not only that which I no longer need leaves, only that which I no longer need leaves my body. Because I think part of what people get afraid of is that if you let the trauma go, that somehow diminishes who you are now, or takes away from your identity, or letting go seems to be a scary thing. What else am I going to lose at that same time? You don't have to lose any of those things. You don't, by letting this traumatic event go, you don't erase it. It doesn't disappear out of your mind and fly away into the ether and take your identity with it. That's not how that works. But letting some of those emotions and those things that have clogged you up so that you have a hard time healing, letting some of those things go allow in the energy for healing. I know I work with a lot of patients, clients who have chronic mind fog, chronic memory issues that come from chronic illness. It's not dementia, it's not Alzheimer's, but it can cause circular thinking. So they say the same thing over and over and over again, and they don't even realize that they've done that. And there's a technique called DNRS, Dynamic Neural Retraining, which is a wonderful program, and I highly recommend it for literally anyone. It is very expensive, but there are tools that I use with clients that are in that DNRS program to help people overcome that circular thinking and that fixation on that trauma that keeps them energetically down. And if you're energetically down, it's very difficult to get better from anything. It's really hard to not be depressed. It's really hard not to feel down and out and despondent if you're sick all the time. But it's also hard to bring yourself up out of that if your brain won't let go of some of those things. So this affirmation is one of those that I would recommend for anyone to help them with that DNRS, the dynamic neural retraining, with that release of trauma. It is safe to let go. Only that which I no longer need leaves my body. I love that. Only that which I no longer need leaves my body. So you don't give up who you are. Okay, so that's a pretty long, drawn-out affirmation. So gym was successful this morning. I walked 1.5 miles. Yay, me. I'm not sore because I'm not doing a lot of extensive exercises. Right now, I'm just establishing the habit. I'm getting up every day and I'm going to the gym in the morning, and then I'm coming to work. So far, rock and roll. I had my biotoxin support group last night. That went really well. I didn't get home till a little bit later, so I didn't get really any downtime. So going to sleep was, I put my head on the pillow and I was out, no memory at all of anything after that, which is always for me great. I'm not really a difficult sleeper. It's pretty rare that I have a hard time sleeping. So, well, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Enjoy the snow, enjoy the weather. Mother Earth gifts us with all these beautiful seasons, and we don't appreciate it nearly enough. So I hope you enjoy the weather and the gift of her presence in your life and the home that we have here on Earth, because where else are we going to go, right? Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow in prayer. Blessed be.